So the Pixel 6a is official now. Google announced it at Google I/O, and I think they killed it. Let's talk about it. All right, so before we jump into the things you want to know about the Pixel 6a, I want to talk about what makes the Pixel A series phones special. So in terms of mid-range specs, they're kind of just average, very much so. Like what you're paying for the money, $350 to $450, they're not giving you anything exceptional except the camera. The camera is the one place where Pixel phones, the Pixel A series phones, really excel, and especially the A series, you're getting a flagship level camera at a very much mid-range price of, again, $350 to $450 is the typical price range there. So that's what makes them exceptional. Now, the Pixel 6a changes things. So first of all, the Pixel 6a, here's what it looks like. It looks exactly like the Pixel 6, as the rumors showed it would. Of course, you're going to have different backing. You're going to have cheaper materials, like plastic on the back versus glass on the Pixel 6. But obviously, that doesn't matter too much to most people. You're going to throw it in a case anyway, so not a big deal. But otherwise, you're getting the exact same look. But you're not only getting the look, you're getting the most important part of the Pixel 6 series phones, which is the processor. The new Pixel 6a will have the same exact processor as the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. That's amazing. So this is the one part where I always thought Pixel A series phones were a little bit lacking, is in the performance. So they were always good enough to get you by day to day, but they were never really super fast, and there was always some small slowdowns you'd see every once in a while. But now you're going to get the flagship level processor that is in the 6 and 6 Pro. And mind you, the Google Tensor processor did have some hiccups when it first came out. At this point, 6-7 months in with my Pixel 6 Pro, it is all smoothed out. Like, I have no issues with this phone whatsoever at this point, and it performs really well. So the fact that you're going to be getting this processor on a $450 device is amazing. And this is where I think they've really kind of killed it. So you're not only getting that processor, you're getting 6 GB of RAM, which is pretty good. I think 6 GB is the sweet spot for Android phones when it comes to it. I think 4 GB, you're getting a little close to being too little. I mean, you can still make it work, but 6 GB is really kind of the sweet spot. The one thing that they didn't do, of course, and this is the fact that it's a mid-range phone, is that this year you're not getting that flagship camera. So the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, they upgraded all the sensors on this thing. So the main camera is a 50 megapixel sensor. You're not going to get that with the 6a. Instead, you're going to be stuck with the same 12 megapixel cameras we got with the 5a, the 4a, the 3a. All of them are the same. You do still get the ultra wide, which is really awesome. So the difference between, going from the 6a to the 6, not as big, at least in terms of the cameras you're getting. It's just the camera quality is where the difference is going to be. But here's the thing. Because you're getting the Google Tensor processor, you're going to get the exact same features as the 6 and the 6 Pro. So you're going to get the Magic Eraser on the 6a. Sure, you're going to get Face Unblur, which is an awesome feature. And one of the things that I think will help out, especially Google Tensor, is that you'll be able to do HDR video with the 6a. At least I suspect you will be able to, so that you'll be able to get much better dynamic range. Normally, it's the HDR that processing that Google does is not, the pipeline is not there for regular processors to do that for video, because you're doing so many frames a second. But with the Tensor processor, they built as a custom pipeline. So I'm hoping that you're going to get that benefit of the high dynamic range in video. It's not going to be real HDR, but it's going to be much better colors and all that in the 6a. So you're not only going to get decent photos like you always did, this time hopefully the video will also be better than what you got with the 5a. So yeah, overall, I just think Google has killed it with this phone. Like, I am so excited for it. I'm a little sad it's going to come out in July, which is still feels so far away, but I am really excited for it. Now, the one thing that it does kind of run into is, do you buy the 6a or the 6? So the 6a will be at $450. The 6 starts at $600. They're both going to have the same storage, and like I said, the only difference between the two will be better build quality on the 6. You get convenient features like wireless charging. No wireless charging on the 6a still. I'm a little disappointed by it, but I kind of get it. Like, you got to have some differentiation between the 6a and the 6, so makes sense. But yeah, those are the two things that you're losing out on. No glass back, no wireless charging. And then the other thing you probably will not have on the 6a is the millimeter wave radio for 5G. Honestly, don't think that's a big loss. But yeah, those are the main things you're going to be missing out on, and you're paying $200 more for the 6, or $150 more for the 6. So that is the real question, which one you go with. Now, of course, that is if you get it at full price. Like the $450 is probably going to be what you're going to be paying for the 6A. The A series phones rarely ever go on sale, or if you get a discount, it's going to be $50 max. The 6, on the other hand, like Google has been pushing that phone hard. Like especially if you have a carrier deal, you can get a carrier deal very easily. You can get a phone for like $99, the Pixel 6. So there's a chance that the 6 may still make more sense than the 6A. But if you're like purely off of carrier plans and all that, and you want to just, you know, pay what you pay, the 6A looks like an amazing deal, and I am super excited to check it out. But with that, that's pretty much it. Like this one if you liked it, subscribe if you guys loved it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.